going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. We've got Emmanuel 1231, Sleepy Latias, Jiha, King Boo, PD, Cinder Clouds, and Hannah Cook. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing? Let's get this underway. I know it's later than yesterday. I think I am going to have to set like a 7 to 7:30 start time, as opposed to like a hard 7. Unfortunately, just because of traffic and whatnot, it was a lot worse than it was yesterday. We'll see how that continues to be. What's up, Mike F? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? Good luck on the Shiny Charmander. Actually, got a Shiny Charmander. Awesome! That's awesome. I hope I can get mine today. I hope I can get mine. I am gonna have to deal with this cable situation. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna unplug the headphone cable and deal with it. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know. The cables under this desk are still like a complete mess. I still need to get like a proper top for this desk, so that's something that I have to work on. Probably in a week or two I'll be able to get that. Yeah, the cables were just all over the place there. Wyatt, Lent, and Trainer Green, welcome to the stream, guys. You got done drawing and coloring a shiny Lunala. Awesome. Awesome. Is this still messed up? This is still messed up. Still the same cable. Sorry about this. I don't know, it's... I don't know, like the cables were on top of each other and it was weighing the GameCube controller down tremendously, but we're all good now. We're all good now. Did I notice you? I did notice you, Jiha. How are you doing, man? Anyway, you can send that picture. I would love to see it too. If you were unaware, there is the art chat or the art channel in the Discord that I have set up in the description down below. If you want to post it there. Melissa, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Just got a shiny Spinnerack. She's beautiful. We haven't named her yet. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Spinnerack is a pretty neat shiny. You hadn't even used a Lepiberry yet. Dang, that's actually really good then. That's crazy. Congratulations. Just another grindy day as a top cookie run on Anchor. Alright. I have to see. I don't know if the GameCube capture is lagging or not. Yeah, the GameCube capture is lagging. That's why that one feels off. So, oh, apparently we also nicknamed it because of that whole capture thing being off. Alright, I'm gonna have to quickly come down here and do that. That should fix it. That should make it a little bit better. Favorite Pokemon typing? I don't know, probably grass. I don't know, like, as far as dual typing goes, what would be my favorite, but probably grass. What's up, Timmy L? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Still hunting the Horsey at 1,261 encounters with Shiny Charm. I hope you find it soon, Wyatt. You're getting close, man. Getting close. Splatoon Pro, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing? How have you been doing, man? You're good. That's good to hear. Really hope you get the Shiny Charmander today. I would love to get it today. I would absolutely love to get Shiny Charmander today and put that hunt to rest. It's been too long. It's definitely been too long. Started it in August, and it's still not over. It's past odds by, you know, like 1,500 encounters almost. It's up there. It's up there. It could come to an end soon, and I would be very, very appreciative of that. Here's Endless Grass. Why didn't you have Shiny Bulbasaur? Because you like Charmander Shiny better? I have no preference. Squirtle's my favorite of the 3 Kanto starters. But I've always chosen Squirtle for literally every Kanto playthrough I can. So I knew it was either going to be Charmander or Bulbasaur that I chose for it. And I left it up to like the chat at the time. And the chat was very adamant that I hunt the Charmander, so I decided to go with that one. That's the only reason there. Yeah, like it's just my favorite typing in general. It's not necessarily like every grass Pokemon's always going to be better than something else. Just because for me it's entirely based on design, and it just seems to happen that most of my like more Pokemon that I like are grass type than not. So that's the whole logic there. Mostly up to chat on that one. Mimikyu Dingus, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing? Playing Pokemon Blue, but when you you're playing Pokemon Blue, but when you play Pokemon Crystal, you might hunt for Shine Chikorita. Okay, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think I could do that one as a starter hunt. I don't know. I feel like the cutscene there's a little long. Granted, Leafgreen's probably not much better as far as like, you know, original games go and all that stuff. But always a very tiny chance you get a shiny Bulbasaur. A very, very tiny chance because of that one end-of-stream Bulbasaur every time. It is true. It is true. It could technically happen, but it's like a 1% chance of that being our shiny. Like, not it's 1% that will be a shiny, but like, when we get a shiny, it's... Oh, sorry guys. There's like something in the back of my throat that's keeping the cough there. Hopefully that gets out of my system soon. I'm not sick anymore, it's just that little cough. But, yeah, so I mean, like, when we get the shiny, there's like a 1 in 120 chance or whatever of it being Bulbasaur, which would be kind of funny. You know, all these streams, thousands and thousands of encounters for Charmander and Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is how we end it. That'd be hilarious. I would actually kind of think that's pretty funny. It probably won't happen, but it could. Yeah, exactly. It's very, very, very unlikely, but it could happen. It is technically possible. It is more likely that that'll happen than us getting one on like a first encounter, or than us getting like a shiny on the first encounter from any game. So it could happen. It could happen. And you named her. What'd you name her? What'd you name her, Melissa? Queen Goma after the first boss in Zelda Ocarina of Time. Well, that's cool. That's a cool little name for it. You okay? Might have been coughing all night? No, it's I don't know. So, like everyone knows, I was sick, not last week, but the week before. Like, actually, like, I didn't stream for one day, and then the 2 days I did stream that week were like for an hour instead of 2, because like everything was sore. I had like a massive fever, stuff like that. Like, it was just not a fun time. But last week I still had the cough, and basically like when I wake up in the morning I have a sore throat. Like last week to this week, when I wake up in the morning I have a bit of a sore throat and like a bit of congestion, but it drains and like goes away fairly quickly. But it's still there, and I think it's something just to do with some stuff in the back of my throat that, you know, shouldn't be there but can be there, and my body's just like irritated with it and wants it gone, which is just a matter of time. I'm not like sick. It's not like, you know, I'm like miserable all day or anything. I just have a slight cough that legitimately I think that's like the second time I've coughed today. You're like, well, thank you, Game Kids. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And Papa Leah, welcome as well. Been a while. YouTube literally unsubbed you from me. It's been 8 months. Dude, I know why that happened. Because YouTube literally deleted my channel about 8 months ago. And, I had to fight to get it back. So I think what happened is anyone who viewed the channel in that time, or had just recently subbed or something, got unsubscribed. Because yeah, when I got the channel back, it was like 50 people gone, and so many people showed up and were like, why did I like not get notifications? Why did I not get, like, why am I unsubbed? Stuff like that. So yeah, that all happened. I'm glad you're back though. Yeah, because it was a whole ordeal then. And Taiwan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Can't usually be here. You're almost always doing something studying at the moment, so you'll be lurking. That's all good, Taiwan. Study hard, do well on tests and everything. Glad to see you here for at least a little bit though. Lucario157 and Frisk, welcome to the stream, guys. Still hunting me down. How so? That's good. Hope you get better. I hope I get better too. Because like, it's just like some little bit of junk. Like, I feel fine. The only thing that is at all a struggle right now is the fact that today was the second day at work, and the second day is always the worst one. The first one's like exciting, or at least as far as like exhaustion goes. The first one's exciting, and you're going, and it was a good day and all that. Second day, it's still fine. Like I've worked at this place before. I've enjoyed the job, but just getting back into the groove of things. This morning was the one I almost slept through my alarm. It's the one that I'm just kind of tired now. But everything is good. It's just, yeah, a little bit of a sore throat in the mornings and a bit of a cough. How do you post your drawing to the Discord server? Well, if you're in the Discord server, which if you're not, you can click the link in the description for the Discord server and join it. There's an art channel, and you can just like hit upload and post the picture there. Ever watched Phineas and Ferb? Yes, I have watched every episode of Phineas and Ferb. I actually watched all of it on Netflix while it was still there, because I think it's gone now. Watched all of it on Netflix, like season 1 through 4, and then like the extra stuff right at the end. While completing my Pokedex and shiny hunting. I caught my first shiny ever while watching like one of the Christmas specials or something. Like, yes, I binged all of Phineas and Ferb in about a month. Heard that whenever you have a cold, the cough is the last thing to leave. Yeah, and for me, generally, the cough doesn't even show up till it's better. Like, remember the one stream I had last week? Like, on Tuesday last week? You know, the one after my weekend, but before, like, I immediately had to leave again. Like, that stream, you guys were, like, telling me to stop. That was the first day I had felt fine. Like, or at least mostly fine. And it wasn't until I started talking that I like, started feeling, But all of that's just, like, stuff breaking up. So, yeah, it's definitely the cough that sticks around. I think there's something causing it and causing the sore throat, obviously. But... you know, I've looked stuff up, not like medical stuff as far as like, oh, you know, I don't know, it's not like anything that's bothering me enough to go see a doctor for it, because like, oh, it's still around after a couple days, but if it's like still going after like a week, then maybe. But for now, it just seems like it's one of those things that, yeah, it happens, it'll run its course. If it happens a lot, then it's a problem, but for now, it's still just in that situation of let's hope it runs its course, you know? Really close to 10K. We are. It won't happen today. It'll probably, if it does happen, which I hope it doesn't, it'll probably happen Thursday, maybe? I don't know. Depends on the stream schedule for the week, I think. I don't know, because we get through about 120, 130 a day, excuse me. So it probably actually won't be Thursday. It'll probably be like Monday or Tuesday next week. Remember, I watched all the episodes I did. Do you remember the Blackout episode? What episode was that? What episode was that? Oh yeah, I think I remember that one. I believe. I don't know, there's so many, like I said, I watched them all in a row, and it made me realize how many of them I'd actually, like, already seen. You know, like, I had seen pretty much all of Season 1 and 2. Like, just straight from, like, reruns on TV and stuff. I don't remember the Blackout one off the top of my head. I hate sore throats. They are pretty blah. They are pretty blah, I gotta say. And the worst part is just waking up in the morning and, like, the moment where I'm already groggy and annoyed to be up. Like, I just want to sleep. As soon as you wake up, if you have a sore throat, it's almost impossible to go back to sleep. So you're just kind of stuck there feeling, ugh. Because, for me at least, they always are worse in the morning, you know, just because you're lying down and everything kind of builds up. So, like, as soon as you're awake, you're aware of it, and then it's just like, it's ruined the morning. So, yeah, I totally agree. They're not fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend joining the Discord server. It's very fun. Also post art on there occasionally and see those notifications. Yeah, I definitely recommend joining the Discord. I have, if you guys have noticed, tried to be a bit more active on it as of the past like week or two. Just because, I don't know, I feel like, especially after last week and just in general, I want to use it more and talk to you guys more. So I definitely recommend joining it. We can have a lot of conversations and fun times and stuff. So yeah, that's linked down below. Discord's like completely free and everything. You can get it on your phone or computer and all that. And it's like a cool way, you know, there's text chats. If anyone ever hops in, there are voice chats and stuff as well. And all of that. I think I watched every episode. They know there are probably some you haven't watched. Yeah, like there were some that I didn't even, like I hadn't even heard of. Like, I don't know. I feel like I had seen most of them before that, but I had seen like maybe 5 of them, so like, you know, the 10 things inside the episode, but like the 5, like, I feel like I had seen that, like, the same 5, like, episodes, like, 100 times, but it was just the other ones, it's like, oh yeah, I've seen that once, that looks familiar, you know? You're actually listening to some of the songs a lot recently. I mean, it's got some pretty good songs in it. It's nice having you be more active there since Discord's your primary communication. You're like always on Discord. Yeah, no, like I'm trying to use that more. Trying to actually use my Twitter. Like I think I've used it a few times in the past week, and that's like all I've used it since September when I tried calling out YouTube. Like I think that's all I've used it, but trying to use that more as well. So if you want to follow that, that's also linked down below. Plugging all the social medias right now. May as well say there is a Twitch channel that I've used like 3 times. Posting drawings on the art Discord. Awesome. I'll have to check them out after the stream. I like closed Discord, and during the stream, like because I have some servers that I don't mute because I don't want them muted, and just in general notifications make noises that come through on stream. So I will look at it later. Ridiculously active on Discord. Yeah, I mean like I'm trying to just get active in general more because I will say this. As much as it maybe like doesn't seem like it, I am legitimately always on Discord, but it's like a specific one I have with 2 friends that we just like hang out in the voice chat anytime our computers are open. So like that exists, and like so I'm on Discord, but I'm never like in massive Discords, I feel, or like just Discords in general where there's a lot of like people around a certain thing. It's just like the one with my friends. I don't know, I always feel like weird trying to hop into conversations that have been going on. You know, like, people have been talking, like, there's thousands of people in this one, for example, and it's like, they've always got these people talking. Whenever I tune in, there's like 100-something messages I haven't seen, and it's like, well, I've missed the conversation and had no clue what's going on. So it's always that kind of mentality that's made me not use it, but I'm trying to get past that, trying to use it more. You're inactive in certain servers, but on Discord in general, you're super active. I guess same boat, kind of, if we count, like, the one specific server that legitimately all we use it for is to replace the Skype calls we used to have. In that case, yeah, I am very active on it, but I'm trying to be more active in other servers, I guess, is the way to phrase that. By the Blackout episode, basically the power goes out so you can only see the character's eyes and everything, then Phineas and Ferb build something. Tony Sudis. That sounds very familiar. Obviously, I have technically seen chunks of it, but yeah, no, that sounds familiar. I can't remember any specifics on it, though. Kyle, the Logic Student, what is up, man? Welcome back to the streams. How have you been? Stream started a little bit later. It did. So here's a good thing. Well, that's good, because the streams are starting later from now on. Basically, I used to go from 5 to 7 Eastern Time. Now I'm going from 7 to 9, or 7:30 to 9:30. Because yesterday I started my job and everything, so I'm, like, getting into the groove of that. And that ends at 5, so I can't exactly start streaming unless I like set up in my office, which I don't think they would be happy with, seeing as like not even supposed to take pictures of stuff there and all that. So don't think I could get away with that. And then, you know, traffic and everything, it takes a little over an hour to get home. So yeah, that's just it doesn't work. So it's back to what my schedule was in like the summer last year, where when I started streaming I had a job and stuff, and back to that schedule. It'll last for the summer, so we'll be consistent. Yo, Kajito, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How's it going? It's going well, man. It's going well. Some Spix Layers in this one. Alright. Did I raid people? We raided yesterday. We raided, what was his name yesterday? We raided yesterday because we got raided by Stream Egg with like 5 minutes left, and like generally when we get raided or we find a shiny, when the stream's hype, I try to keep that hype going. Like it's way more of an incentive to raid, like on top of just having good sized audiences and hype built around it. And yeah, so Stream Egg raided us within like the last 10 minutes. So I was like, heck yeah, let's continue it on. Some people recommended the dude that we were gonna raid, and we raided him, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Maybe we'll raid someone again tonight. Depends, you know, like I said, on how much our streams got steam left going into the end. You're gonna head off. All right, see you later, Frisk. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Have an amazing stream. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing night or rest of your day or whatever. And I hope to see you again soon. I think the server you're most active in is the Julie sponsor server. See, I've tried to get more active in Random 10's sponsor channel on his streams, because like I'm a sponsor there, and it's like, you know, it's like kind of cool to have, like, I guess it's easier for me to start interacting more with a smaller group like that, I feel. But yeah, so I don't know, I've tried to get more active in that because, like, you know, it's a perk I kind of pay for. May as well actually use it and enjoy it and interact with some more people, so I've been doing that. I don't know, in general, like I've mentioned before, I'm not the biggest like social butterfly, especially when it comes to online presences and stuff. So yeah, it's fun to try to get back into that. We'll see if I can hold out on like Twitter and stuff. I feel like Discord I can hold on to for sure, especially, you know, my own. I should be able to do that. Because it's all you guys, and why would it be like any amount of burnout talking to you guys? But hopefully I can hold out on some of the other stuff too. I mean, Jafar, welcome to the stream. Can you repel Trick Larvitar in Fire Red? I don't know. I don't know many details about Pokemon aside from when it comes to shiny hunting. Like that's the only thing is like shiny hunting. Majority of the methods could probably tell you the odds off the top of my head. Or like, you know, specific ways to set up for certain SOS hunts or stuff like that. Anything competitive or related to stats on Pokemon, I am lost. Most likely won't be here for the full stream though, unfortunately. It's school soon. Well, hey, I'm glad you can be here for a little bit, Kyle. Yeah, I'm just glad you're able to tune in at all, and I totally understand that. Totally understand that, because, you know, at least you're able to be here compared to before when really couldn't at all. Ruby Witherthal, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're going to school. I guess, yeah, you guys are all getting up and getting ready to go to school now. I just got home from work. You know, I hope school goes well for you guys today. You're back, to be fair. I'm seeing you soon. That is true. That is true. You are back. I am seeing you soon. The hope, my hopefulness was useful. Nico, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're back on that Torchic grind in Alpha Sapphire. Finally got that Tentacruel and Hard Gold. Nice, nice. Good luck on the Torchic, man. Jubilee Sponsor Squad is really close, and it's just become such a positive experience. Had a major falling out with like all of your online friends last October, December. You met the Sponsor Squad, and they've become much better and much closer online group of friends than you could ever hope for. Well, that's good. That's good. It's always nice to, you know, you can have friends in real life and stuff, and like obviously that's good. But like online friends too, obviously still friends, and you know that's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It's always cool being interact with more people and stuff, and being able to get close to them and everything. You're gonna join Discord now? Awesome, Kyle. Glad to hear it. Hope to see you there. It should be a fun time. It should be a fun time. We're bringing it back. We're getting it more hype again, guys. What's my job? So it's like, it's an internship, so it's, you know, only like a summer job. But I'm basically working in what is basically quality assurance for a software development company. I don't want to like say the name of the company or anything, because I don't know if like I technically should. Like just in general, for my privacy, as well as like them being like, hey, you can't do this. I don't think it'd be a problem if I said it, but I'm just gonna keep it. But yeah, basically like we do quality assurance and stuff. They like have a product they sell and everything, and they're the people who develop it and code it and everything, and you know, they make sure it works and all that, but you gotta put all the pieces together and ship it out, you know, and like what the like actual customer sees, that's part of my job and part of the team I'm on. We test that to make sure like no bugs slip through or no little glitches happen when everything works together. So that's basically my job, is like making sure the thing that everyone else in the company makes works when it sends out. Otherwise, if it doesn't, we like, hey, this is a problem. We work with them to try to get it fixed and all that. Playing Gmod, watching on your phone, and softly saying an Alpha Sapphire. If you get a Mail Shiny Torchic during the stream, you might name it Ian. Dude, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if you got that. And that is also some serious multitasking right there. I am impressed. I applaud you. I've got 2 Pokemon games going, but it's basically just spamming A on both of them for the most part, and then soft resetting. I don't think I could actually, like, play Gmod or something while doing anything else. Wish you had an 8-year summer like Phineas and Ferb did. Seriously, though, I don't even think, like, the number of days in their summer vacation lines up with mine. Not lying the show lasted 8 years. It did, because it was 4 seasons, but, like, Disney Channel seasons take, like, 2 years to run. Or, like, they tend to take a bit more of a break in between it. Do I like my job? I really do, I really do. I actually worked at this one, not last year, but the year before that. And, really enjoyed it then. And I was glad to be able to come back this year. Last year, it didn't work out. They didn't have the internship program last year, so it couldn't be a thing. But no, it's really good. I like a lot of people who are there, get to interact with all of them again and everything. It's a really cool, like, laid-back kind of company and all that. Cafeteria, all these nice things that I know I'm very lucky to have at my job and all that. And no, it's really fun, and it's in the field I want to work in and everything, so it's good. It's good. I'm glad I was able to go back to it. My job last year was good too, but this has definitely, like, been my favorite one so far. Already sure Phineas and Ferb is, like, the longest running Disney show, to be honest. I believe it is. I don't know 100% for sure, but if you haven't seen it yet, Foot of a Ferret did a brief history video on it, and I believe he mentioned something about it being, like, I think it's the longest running, at least animated show they did. I don't know about, like, just shows in general that Disney Channel's had or anything, but I think it was the longest running as far as like, animated shows and their cartoons. And it definitely was worth it. It deserved it. It was a fantastic show, and apparently, like, it ran for 8 years. That wasn't even half the time that it was an idea. The creators have been pitching it for, like, a decade at that point or something, or very close to it, before Disney finally picked it up. Like, they pitched it to so many different companies after they came up with Phineas and Ferb. And they were just working on other things the whole time, but eventually it was just like, if Disney's finally like, you know what, we'll make this. Might have to knock off in a minute. Gotta go do final preparations before school starts in 30 minutes. I get that, Kyle. I get that. Like I said, man, I hope school goes well for you today. But yeah, so the past couple days, like, back on the job, have been fairly relaxed. Pretty straightforward. Few hitches here and there, but, I feel like anyone who's had a job, or at least more of, I don't know, an office job, because I'll admit, I've never worked retail. I am very thankful and fortunate I haven't had to, because I don't know if I can handle it. Mad respect to anyone who works in retail, seriously, or, like, food services. But, like, at every job I've done, the first day or two has been like, let's get, your ID set up, let's get, employment forms filled out. It's basically the paperwork days. Yesterday was that, and they gave us our laptops, and we were working on getting those set up, and me and Queen, because Queen works with me as well, we both started yesterday and today, and they were basically, yesterday was the day where the two of us combined sat on, like, hold with the IT department, like, on the phone for a combined, like, 4.5 hours. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. It was crazy. So that was, like, yesterday was just like, hey, we can't connect to the internet. Your online or, like, your automated response hold music pauses every 13 seconds to say we can do this online. That's our problem. But, yeah, so that was our day yesterday, and today was, like, learning the ropes again and all that. Confirm working at fast food sucks. No, I totally get that. Like, I've heard so many horror stories of that. I have friends who have worked in different, like, retail places and food services and just general, more public-facing jobs like that, and I don't think I could do it. It's enough for me to have to talk to people who are, like, clients of a company, like, other companies as clients of companies. That is enough for me already, and they're generally very understanding when, like, retail customers can be very much not understanding at times. I mad respect for people who deal with that regularly. That is crazy, and I know I could not do it. Still love how Phineas and Ferb characters' heads are basically shapes. Phineas is a triangle, Ferb is a rectangle, and Candace is basically half of a circle. Yeah, yeah. Like, that was honestly, that was the thing that, like, sparked the whole series, was one of the creators drawing a triangle-headed kid on a napkin. And boom, we had Phineas, they made Ferb, and we had Phineas and Ferb. Like, it was crazy. Dad wants you to work at McDonald's. I mean, honestly, I would say it's a job. First off, it's a job. That's more than not a job. Better than not a job. And honestly, I feel like it's a good thing to have, in a way. Get that experience. And give you more of the respect for the people who are behind that counter at points, I feel. You know, not saying, I won't say like that and then like also be like, oh, I'll totally do it one day. Because if I can avoid it, I won't. I will be honest. If I have to, I have to, but I would prefer not to. At points. But yeah, a job is a job, so at the end of the day, it's a job. It's good experience. No matter what, it's experience, which is always a good thing going forward. Honestly, prefer retail over fast food. We figure that out next year. Getting a new job after you graduate. Cool, cool. Yeah, I went through all of high school without a job, which may have been a bit of a mistake. I was very fortunate to be able to gain a lot of connections just through like my friends and stuff. One of the things kind of is because of the reason I didn't have a job in high school, I was like big into competitive robotics with my school and stuff. So like 4 out of the 5 days of the week, I would stay for like 2 or 3 hours after school and then have like homework and stuff after that. So I didn't have time then, to be like completely honest, and that's why my family was like okay with me not having one, because I was like so hardcore into that. And fortunately that led to like my teammate's mom was the president of like a local business that needed IT help for the summer, so I got that job, which gave me my step into that direction. And then knowing some other people, talking to their parents and step-parents, and them getting me into like the job I'm in now, stuff like that. Like, I've been very fortunate as far as that goes, but like getting any kind of experience in high school definitely helps with jobs later on. Want to know, how does the triangle head guy put a shirt on? How does Phineas put a shirt on? They have actually shown it, like Frisk said. It has been shown in the show. I don't remember how it was done, but it is shown. I think it's just his face, like, is very, very rubbery, I guess. If you had a chance to make a job, you'd probably be a crane driver. That'd be an interesting job to have, some kind of construction job. I feel like I get a lot of stories. It's a good experience, and also money is nice too. Yes. Yes. I could not sit here and say that money is not a massive driving factor in job choices. It's probably the biggest in most cases, the biggest driving factor. But yeah, no, it's definitely a good experience, and definitely a good way to get a little bit of cash to do stuff you want to do. That's something that's always very nice, is being able to get a job and have a bit of spending money over the summer. Yeah, nose basically bent down while pulling it on. The shirt, like, had to fight with his face, essentially, I guess, to get on, and the shirt wins, which is impressive. That is a very high-quality and durable shirt, I would say. You had to try to teach your litigant cuts in white too, and you want to die. Why? Oh, because you didn't want to give it HM moves. That blanked in my mind there. Oof. Oof. It's not the end of the world though, right? I think work becomes less awful if one of your managers is around your age and you're crushing her, but somehow don't. I think that's just how your experience has been. I can see that. I can see that and understand that. And in a less specific way as well, just like, if your boss is good to you, you at least have relief on one side of that front, as far as retail goes. From what I have heard, if you at least have a manager that is reasonable, at any point, that can make or break it. Because then you at least have one side that's not screaming at you at all times. Damon Lewis, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Decided teaching Litigant Cut or Braviary, which Braviary is amazing moves. Ah, I understand that. I understand that. One of the reasons that, like, ride Pokemon are a nice thing to have, you don't have to deal with that anymore. And just so you can freaking grind. Oh, yeah, that's even worse. Like, if it was to progress the story, maybe? But yeah, just grinding, just to get to an area to grind, that's unfortunate. Hype for the new game. Might even transfer you to spare Shiny Charmander. Oh, for the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. I'm more excited for them now too than I was the moment the trailers dropped and before the trailers dropped. Once I learned they were spin-offs, it was very helpful in me being like, ah, this will be okay, you know? But yeah, so I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Pokemon Go, so like the games aren't exciting to me in like that I can play with Pokemon that I have on my phone or my TV or anything. For me, it's just Pokemon to hold us over because we've got a year until the 2019 games drop. We got 2 shinies in the community day. That's awesome. That's awesome. I actually heard, because immediately when I got back and met up with some of my coworkers again yesterday, started talking about all the stuff that's gone down since I last worked there, like Sun and Moon coming out and me getting way back into Pokemon and starting to stream and stuff, and shiny hunting and all that. And as soon as we mentioned shinies, my boss chimed in, and apparently he somehow managed to luck out, and I don't know if it was on Community Day or just around it, but he managed to like get a shiny Ho-Oh in Pokemon Go, and that was crazy. Like hearing him mention that, I was just like, what? What? How'd that go down? He got a shiny Ho-Oh before I did, and he didn't even know what shinies were until that moment. So that's a thing that happened as well. Smiled for 10 minutes straight after the Let's Go reveal. See, I will admit, I was kind of like, ah, crap, when it first came out. Like, that's the first thing I say in, like, the video that I posted is, like, ah, it came out, I was wrong on, like, so many accounts, but looking at it, it's like, oh, no, I was actually kind of on the mark with a lot of the stuff. Not all of it, like, the fact that the games really exist in general as, like, Pokemon games. Like, they're a weird line of, like, looking like a main game, but being in, like, the Go universe, or, like, Go ecosystem, as opposed to the main core ecosystem. So, like, it is still, like, a game that came out more so like a mainline game than I expected it to be, and stuff like that, but... No, honestly, at first I was like, ugh, and seeing a lot of the stuff, at first, when you first watch the trailer, you can kind of almost see it as a watered-down main game, and then, like, watering down a main game, and you're just like, oh no. But as you look at it more, you realize that it's essentially Go on a TV, which makes me excited. I'm actually kind of excited to play that, because, I don't know, Go graphics are kind of cool. I don't like them as far as a main game, but as, like, their own game, it's cool. Being able to run through Kanto in 3D will be fun. All that stuff. It'll be a good time. It'll be a fun time. I don't know how much, like, retention value the game's going to hold for someone like me, necessarily, with shiny hunting and all that. Shiny hunting might be a thing there. I'm not 100% sure. We'll just have to see. Could have gotten a Alolan Executor and shiny Ho and everything. Yesterday, opened up Pokemon Go and a Treecko where you were. And you didn't have any Pokeballs, so you couldn't get it. No! Aw, that's awful, man. That's awful. I don't know. I might actually end up re-downloading Pokemon Go at some point due to Let's Go. Which, honestly, is part of their plan, is to get people who play Go to buy Let's Go, and get people to buy Let's Go to re-download Go. So we'll see. I might end up doing that. I'd have to start from scratch, but I wasn't really that far anyways. I don't know. I might try it again. The area I'm in isn't the worst when it comes to, like, having Pokestops and stuff, so I might try it. I might try it. I'm closer to release of Let's Go, but I might try it again. They stopped spawning that Executor because of the rock event. Your house is in a lonely Executor nest. Nice! Nice. My house isn't really anything as far as I can tell. Like, my house itself seems to be out of the range of, like, activity as far as Pokemon goes, as far as Go goes. It's a weird way to say it. Just, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a lot of the stuff happens around there. But, like, within miles of me, like, where friends and I hang out and stuff, is, like, pretty good as far as that goes, as well as I go through college, and I feel like college campuses have been, like, are going to be the best way to do that because it's based off Ingress, and so many college students played Ingress when it was out, so all the buildings are Pokestops and stuff. Like, there are classes I can sit in and hit, like, 4 Pokestops at once. Like, I've seen it done. I didn't have Pokemon Go at that point, but there was a dude sitting next to me playing in class, and he was, like, nailing Pokestop after Pokestop, just sitting there spinning them. Like, alright, cool. So it'd be, like, I'd be in a good situation if I wanted to play it again, but there hasn't been anything to catch my interest enough to play it again, and Let's Go might be it, honestly. Just because, I don't know, I'm getting more excited about it by the day, just because, hey, it's Pokemon. It's new Pokemon games. Usome's been the latest thing so far to really come out, so it'll be cool. It'll be cool to be able to play. It'll be cool to play it once there's a reason for me to play it, I feel. Because I said I'd try it after Hoenn Pokemon got introduced, and then they didn't really introduce them in a way that made me excited about it. Like, they just kind of like, oh, here's a few more. Which I guess makes sense, but I'd also love to them just, like, dump a whole generation of Pokemon in and say, hey, look at these new Pokemon. Oh, excuse me, because I feel like that would gain a lot of people's interest more so than, adding them in slowly over time. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Kyle. I'm glad you're able to tune into the stream, man. Like I said, hope school goes well and everything. Glad you're able to stop by and hope to see you again soon. You're gonna play it till you get a shiny. Like, that's the goal. That's the goal. I would love to get shinies, too. I remember them being introduced because people were like, whoa, 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 during, like, the first Magikarp thing or whatever, and, I was like, okay, that'd actually be kind of fun to play. I will admit it would be fun to be able to catch some shinies in Pokemon Go. But I don't know, I kind of didn't want to because, like, I've had so many good Pokemon run on me. Like, all the, like, good Pokemon ran, and I just catch Pidgey after Pidgey and Rattatas and stuff. But then, like, I was the only person who had a Snorlax run for them out of, like, an entire park worth of people. I had a Bulbasaur randomly run for me, which was not fun. Like, stuff like that. Like, so I didn't want to risk getting a shiny and just having it run for me. From the sounds of it, they don't, though. So, like, that makes it better. But I don't know, I'd have to give it a shot again. Scratch that, scratch what? Not using Ash as Unova team, but something similar to it. Okay. Okay, speaking of Ash, I need to start the anime too. That's another goal for the summer, is to not finish it. That would be death. I feel like with working and streaming, I don't think I can complete the entire Pokemon anime or at least catch up. Don't think that can happen. But I want to at least start that by the end of the summer. I'm working through a lot of the stuff that's been like in a backlog for me with anime. And as soon as I get through that, Pokemon's on the list as one of the bigger series to start up. Main reason you don't play Go is that often it's because of your anxiety, or the reason you only ever leave your house to go to school or work. That's unfortunate. I understand that, though. I get that. I get that, and there's not, like, there's things you can do about it, but they're not necessarily easy things to do about it, so I get that. PC13, welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? Like, how Pikachu's, how's Pikachu, Braviary, Snivy, Oshawott, maybe might evolve it into Samurott, Pignite, and Crocodile, Ludani. I don't know. I don't know enough to, like, be judging people's teams. I will admit, it's, like, honestly, if there's one thing I would consider, like, my true point that I'm lacking when it comes to Pokemon, it is anything related to team building or competitive. Julian Perret, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Do you get excited for everyone? I get excited for everyone joining the stream. I'm glad you're here, man. Like, it's always fun. It's always fun when we got more people here. Not changing much, but you're getting a Braviary instead of a Pheasant. I mean, hey, if that's what you want, man, then go for it. Yeah, like, so, the fact that I will say that, like, my lacking point is competitive stuff and team building over, like, the anime that I have not seen, like, consecutive episodes of is probably pretty telling. Like, that's just where I lack as far as all that goes, just because it's not something that's ever, like, caught my eye. We talked about it a lot yesterday. The fact that there's not, like, an objective best makes it really hard for it to be something for me to get into, unfortunately. But I want to try. I want to try at some point in the future. Pikachu ended up learning Electro in the latest episode. That's cool. Not latest, but even though, like last of Black and White, or like last of like the ones you've watched or something, or like in the newest series. Awkward silence. Yeah, it happens. It happens. That moment when chat goes from, like, constantly having stuff to go back and forth on to, like, the conversation's wrapping up. It happens. It's not too bad. It'll pick back up. It'll pick back up. We had a good bit of conversation rolling, I feel, for, what, like 15 minutes or so? So we can definitely have more of that going on. Maybe we'll break the silence with some kind of awesome shiny encounter here. Who knows? Who knows? Anything can happen. Suicune's starting to get up to the point where I'm kind of hopeful that it shows up. You know, if we can somehow get it like under half of odds or something, that'd be kind of crazy. Something like that. Who knows though? Who knows? I didn't mean to name it. King Shark, the Fortnite Master. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? We're doing good? That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Admittedly, a little bit tired, but you know, that's just second day of work feels. We'll get better. We'll get better with time. Just, you know, need a couple days to get back into the swing of things with that. Been able to spend like the past month almost not really doing much, just waiting for the job to start and everything, and now it's actually starting and I've got to have a normal schedule again. So that was interesting. Today was a rough day for waking up. Like I mentioned, it was like I had to wake up by like 6-ish, 6:30, and I just kept snoozing my alarm until probably about 7. Which ended up not being bad. Made it on time and everything just fine, but like, it's a slippery slope with that snooze button, and it's hard to ignore it. It's hard to just like not use it. I just gotta get back into the swing of that. But yeah, so I'm a little bit tired, a little bit under, like, not under the weather, but like, you know, that kind of just like tired where your whole body's exhausted. Just because it's like the first couple days doing stuff. But aside from that, we are good. We're still going for Suicune, still going for Charmander. Hopefully, one decides to shine for us today. It's been a while. It's now been, what, like, at least a week and a half or 2 weeks since we last got a shiny, which I still need to upload the video of now that I think about it. I'll try to get that finalized and set up to go up, I guess, tomorrow, tonight. And then, yeah, hopefully we actually find Suicune or Charmander today. If not, like, right now. You're back. Welcome back, Trainer Green. How you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, like I said, a little bit sleepy. I'm gonna definitely, like, sleep well tonight. Yeah, no matter what's going on sore throat wise, like, tonight I will sleep fantastic. Yeah, just a little bit tired, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. I'll push through. We'll get these shinies. I'm excited to be able to stream and everything. Just came back and still no Charmander. Yeah, still no shiny Charmander, Hannah. Hopefully soon, though. Hopefully we can get it today. Would be amazing if we could get it today. Lana-chan, welcome to the stream. You need to tell me what this is about. So, this is shiny hunting. Basically, each of these games... There, yeah. Each of these games, I have, you know, Pokemon we're going for. On the 3DS, we're going for Suicune. On the Game Boy up above, we're going for Charmander. And the whole point is to try to get a super rare version of the Pokemon called a shiny. Which is a different color and sparkles when it enters battles and stuff. And they're super cool, they're super rare, and they're really fun to hunt. So we're just encountering it over and over again, trying to get it to show up that other color. I hope you decide to stick around if you like it and everything. I know it can be a bit repetitive, but it's fun to hang out and chat and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and welcome. You just got your shiny Zygarde, awesome. Adam, welcome to the stream, man. How have you been doing? The best shiny hunter in Pokemon shiny hunting history. I don't know about that. My luck seems to go against that statement, but I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate the sentiment. I try to make these enjoyable for everyone to watch. Because I personally like watching these kinds of streams, especially when I'm doing shiny hunting myself off camera, just because, you know, it like keeps you in the same kind of like audience and like with the same group of people who like that thing. And it gives a bit of background noise over like nothingness or some show that like I'm no longer paying attention to because I'm doing this. So yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. I'm a big collector when it comes to Pokemon, so for me it can be really fun to like try to find these super rare versions of Pokemon. And it's like, not only do I have this like legendary Pokemon, I have like the legendary that's super rare, or even like Pokemon that are so rare to the point that you're more likely to find a legendary. Or like a legendary isn't as rare or as cool as even like a shiny Rattata. Like on that level of just fun. True. A-Drive but without that many viewers. Hey, I mean, A-Drive's built his audience up over time and stuff. That's awesome. I can't even believe I'd be compared to someone like A-Drive, but nah, yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to have like an audience the size of A-Drive's. That'd be insane. But I'm also cool with having, you know, this little audience here. It's fun. It's fun to be able to interact with everyone one-on-one more so. Random question: do I have a shiny Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde, and Ondino? Out of those 4, only a Zygarde. Only a Zygarde, and that's just because of the code. I got 2 of them so far. One I've collected. The other one is that notification that's on the bottom of the 3DS whenever we soft reset. But yeah, so I got 2 of them. One on Sun, one halfway onto Ultra Sun, and I need to get my other 2 on Ultra Moon and Moon. If you were the trainer, you would just paint the Charmander to make it look shiny. Like at this point, you've been trying to start your Pokemon adventure for what is it now? 10 months? Yeah, I could understand you just being like, screw it, going down to the store, taking up Professor Oak's challenge, or like his like, you know, request, a little mission to go to that mart. Just buy some yellow paint while you're there, and just paint your Charmander. Yo, Stream Egg, what's up, man? How are you doing? How are you doing? It's going well. It's going well. A little tired, just because second day at work and everything, but it's going well. It's going well. Excited to be back streaming after, you know, so long. Still hyped from that rage you brought in yesterday, man. And I'm hoping the hype can continue a bit today with some shiny Pokemon. Have like 3 to 5 viewers, no more. Hey, that's where I was before. I was super excited. I was amazed that my first stream had like 50% of the time my first stream had a viewer that was more than just me. Like that was the level that I was excited that I hit like 5 viewers. Like it's a starting point. As long as you're enjoying it and everything, people will see that, and if they enjoy the same kind of thing, they'll tune in. And it's just gotta go from there. I'm glad to see you back. Yeah, no, dude, I'm so glad to be back and everything. Like, the past 2 weeks were just so crazy with me getting, like, sick. and then me having a convention that I had planned on going to for months, and then out of the blue, family stuff, you know, had to be away for a week for that and everything. But we're back. We're finally back streaming. It's been hectic, but I can finally start to nail down a new schedule for the summer and all that. Once your friend was talking about software saying for Poipole, and he made a joke that Dulce would just paint the Poipole yellow, and then the trainer would realize it, and then be like, nope, try again. Just like take the Poipole and kind of feel it. Like, does it feel like an actual Poipole, or does it feel like paint? Like, be very suspicious. And he's just like, get out of here. Get out of our dimension and never come back. You've been here too long. Timmy the Turtle, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. Discovered a new Undertale ending. Really? That's interesting. It's 8:30 and you go to bed. School's tomorrow. I really don't care. Well, hey, I'm glad you're able to tune in the stream. It was nice to meet you, Lana-chan. I hope that you decide to stick around, and I hope to see you again soon. But yeah, school is important, so definitely rest up for that. Need to do Pokemon Quest streams. Maybe at some point, Spatial Health. Yeah, I gotta get some more stuff set up to do Switch streams. Or Switch streams. Just related to cables and everything. My whole setup is like all spread around the room now, as opposed to before where my Switch was on my desk and everything. It's like actually hooked up to a TV. So I need cables that are long enough to capture footage from that. Once I get that, which should be about the same time I get a proper desk here in a couple weeks, it will be smooth sailing from there, and I will totally be down to do some Switch streams. I don't know if Pokemon Quest would still be hype at that point, but maybe it'd be fun to like start that on another one of my profiles on the Switch and go for that like from scratch. It could be fun. It could be fun. Quest has actually been pretty enjoyable. Not going to sleep. Won't sleep until like 12 a.m. Well, alright then. Alright. Can't sleep due to your cat meowing for his toy you threw out. I know the feeling from dogs, where trying to get that little bit of rest in the morning, and they just want to bark at nothing out the window, and you're just like, I don't know what you want. Like, because it's like angry barking, and then you're like, there's grass out there. That's it. That's it. It's grass you've seen. It's been there for years. I don't know what you're so upset about this time. Like, I know that. I know the pets want to make noise, but you just want silence. Why is there yellow paint on me now? Like, it just comes off on your hands, and the Poipole turns purple again. You're just like, can't bamboozle me. Bork, bork, bork. Indeed. Indeed. We have two dogs here, and occasionally they're probably able to be heard like faintly on stream just because of how loud they get. And it's rough. It's rough, because in the mornings, my door gets open up to or at least when I would sleep in and stuff. Now, not so much, because I'm one of the first ones waking up, but like, my door would get opened up because, oh, the dog wants to come in, even though he just like lying against my door. He walks in for a second, jumps on the bed to wake me up, and then the other one starts barking downstairs, and then this one runs to go meet him, and both of them start barking, and now I'm just awake. Just had a dog step on my stomach, and my door's open so I can hear them all. Like, my mornings can be rough on weekends. You go to bed at like 10 and you sleep at like 1. I used to be like that, and kind of still am a little bit, where yeah, you go to bed, but then you just can't fall asleep. Even when like I'm not looking at like my phone or something, because I'll look at like YouTube or whatever for a few hours sometimes, just because you get lost in that at points. And even when nights aren't like that, even when I'm not like that, there are nights where I'm like, I go to bed at like, 11 or whatever, and then suddenly it's 3 and I haven't slept at all, and it's like not for lack of trying. It's sad that shiny legendaries are easier to obtain than a Kanto starter. It's weird when you put it that way. I haven't ever thought about that, but yeah. Even without the charm, shiny legendaries are easier to find than a Kanto starter as a shiny. That is kind of crazy. At least your dog isn't a princess. There are some dogs that won't go on their bed or your bed, even if it's messed up with the tiniest wrinkle. Ours don't like their beds. Or one likes his bed, the other one, if he realizes you're trying to put him to sleep, because they sleep in crates and stuff, and if you try to put him to sleep, refuses. Suddenly does not want anything to do with you, will go and hide in the corner, and it's just like, it's a toss-up. Some days he'll be fine. He'll just walk in. He's fine with it. Other days he just does not want it. And he just, yeah. So it's not as bad as like a dog that's just like, no, what is this? My bed's turned like 5 degrees. It's got like 3 shiny legends while hunting for Charmander. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. It's not far off from the truth. That is the truth. We've got Raikou, Entei, and Lugia all since restarting the Charmander hunt. Not even counting all of the Charmander hunt that happened before it, which is over half of it still. Like, until we pass, like, 1100, or, like, not 1100, we already passed that. Well, until we pass, like, 10,100, like, we still have over half the hunts for this done before the dual hunts. Thinking about getting a 2DS to get back into Pokemon, because you still have your Game Boy with Ruby and Leafgreen. What games should you get if you do some version of Gen 7? Welcome to the stream, by the way, James. But some version of Gen 7, most likely Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, just because they have all the content from Sun and Moon plus some. Definitely get one of those. Oras should be on that list, as well as, personally, I would recommend something Gen 4. Something like that. I don't know. I haven't had enough experience with X and Y to really recommend it. I haven't had enough with Gen 5 to recommend it. But Gen 4, Gen 7, definitely get stuff from Gen 6 remakes, or like, you know, Hoenn remakes. Fantastic games, definitely play those. Honestly, as many as you can get, reasonably, I would recommend. People might have a bit different opinions. Depends on what you really want with the games and stuff. Cat is a dog, so he acts like a dog, so you don't need one. Understandable, understandable. My mom's allergic to cats, so you can't have cats. X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon. Optional Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. See, with that one, I would want to say, if you get a Gen 7 game, get one of the Ultras. Just because, while they weren't as hyped up, it's because, like, 80 to 90% of their content is what Sun and Moon is. Like, it's all of Sun and Moon. So, the excitement around Sun and Moon would hold true for you some as well. You just gotta, like, if you played Sun and Moon already, there's not a lot of new stuff to be excited about. You subscribed? Well, thank you, Lon John. I wouldn't judge you for that. I appreciate it. It means a lot that you wanted to sub and you're gonna stick around. But no, yeah, so I would say Ultra Sun Ultra Moon is the more likely to pick from Gen 7. Optional is a regular Sun and Moon if you want to experience the differences. But they are both, like, all 4 of those games are great. It's just, you know, U-Sum got a bit of a bad rap just because it wasn't, because so much of it was Sun and Moon already. Like, if it was a single game, it would have been taken a lot better, stuff like that. You're a Gen 3 kid, so you might enjoy ORS. If you are a Gen 3 kid, get ORS. Seriously. I was a Gen 3 kid. ORAS is amazing. You know, the only thing that we really left out is, like, people are upset there's no Battle Frontier. No, excuse me. But I'm not a competitive or, like, really big into battling much in general. So I didn't miss that personally. Might be a different case for you. But ORAS was a fantastic remake of those games. I really, really, truly liked it myself. Dude, Pasta Dance, I don't know what the Pasta Dance is. I don't know if that affects your decision to subscribe or not. I apologize, but I do not know the Pasta Dance. Guys, I'm so thrown off by the stream time right now. Like, we've only been going for like an hour and 10 minutes, and about 5 minutes of that was like the starting soon thing running. And it feels like the stream's about to end, just because like it's so much later than I normally stream and all that. Just wiggle your arms, like, I don't know, it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that and Shiny Hunt at the same time. Love Gen 3 as well as ORAS when Curly makes very underrated. I would have to argue they aren't very underrated. Like, they're obviously not, like, praised on the same level that Kanto is, but I feel like they have a very solid following. At this point, I feel like a lot of the generation that played Gen 3 as their first game has probably phased out of Pokemon. You know, most of them are college age and stuff, so they might still be in it, but like there's a good chunk who probably had it and enjoyed it, but never actually played it, you know? Or haven't continued to play it or something, like they never got a 3DS or whatever. So I would say that they're not necessarily underrated, but they're probably not as represented in terms of the number of people that like them in the community anymore. So I draw Pokemon. I don't really draw in general. I'm not a very artsy person. I'm just way too self-critical for it. I know that that's like something that, you know, you just try to not criticize yourself as much, but I don't know, I've always been way too self-critical to really like get into art and everything. It makes me like not enjoy it as much because I don't know, I always like focus on all the little like things that I would prefer to do better and kind of view them as like failures in terms of it. So I've never really gotten into art or anything. Like, you're a noodle and your friends need to do it for fun and you need to make a meme. Go for it. Anything can be a meme if you want it to. What am I drinking? I have Gatorade Frost. I don't know. It's what we have. Trying to help with the sore throat a little bit. And all that. Yo, X-Rider, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, man? What's up here? Not much, not much. Second day of work done. And we're just hunting for shinies. Hopefully gonna find one today. We got like 45 minutes left, I would say. Art takes a lot of dedication, to be honest. It comes with a lot of self-loathing. Yeah, because like you're gonna be the most self-critical of your stuff all the time. Like, that's just how it is. I know that's a thing, but it still gets me to the point where I just don't enjoy doing it or anything. 'Cause it's like by the time I've done any amount of it, I'm already like, this is awful. Why am I doing this? But I don't know. I feel like the payoff's worth it. I just can't get through the road to get there. You're sad you got your first Pokemon X in a nice case, and it wasn't supposed to be used, but you go and play it, and guess what? Someone completed the game. Like they'd already played it? I mean, if you get it used, that'll be the case. You just have to reset the save. Unless, like, I know there's some saves that you will, like, come across, and it's like you don't want to reset it, because you can see that so much was put into it. You're right, finished mowing the back lawn, or the lawn in your backyard a while ago, and just came back from buying a couple things. Nice, nice. I used to mow the lawn here and stuff. My sister does that now. Since I'm like off at college, I can't exactly do that weekly or anything. You got your shiny Zygarde today, an awesome shiny in your opinion. It is a fantastic shiny, I agree with you there. For me, it's like, I wish we could hunt for it, and I wish we could get it in the forms below 50% as well. But no, it is a fantastic shiny in my opinion. Got an idea? What's that, Lana? What's that? The Charmander still isn't shining at almost 9,700. Yeah, it's being stubborn. It's being stubborn. Hopefully it shines soon, though. Hopefully it decides to come through for us soon. Who knows though? Who knows? Maybe it'll happen on 9,700. Because that's where we are. 9,700 encounters for Charmander. I honestly did not think this one would go this long. I was definitely not expecting it to be this long of a hunt. I will be honest there. I was very much thinking Charmander or Treecko was going to continue to hold that record for a little bit longer as far as full odds hunts went. But who knows? Maybe this just means we'll get super lucky with some other full odds hunt down the line. Something in something else in Leafgreen, maybe something in Crystal, something in Emerald. Who knows? Who knows? Because you're bored, you want to make fan art for YouTubers. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Yeah, definitely go for that then. That'd be pretty cool. It's always cool seeing fan art and stuff for different YouTubers and different just like communities in general. Like it's always awesome seeing like how talented some people can be. You know, like it's really cool. It's really cool seeing that and like seeing people's different interpretations of a character, like characters just in different like art styles and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Let's hope we stay under 10k for that Charmander. Seriously, Kajio. Seriously. I'm very much hoping that we can. Because now we've got, what, 298 encounters left before that happens. Who knows? But I guess that does mean that it's like 3 streams away max. And that's not even counting the rest of the day. So yeah, it could very well happen. I had to go. Alright, see you later, stream man. I'm glad you could tune into the stream, man. Hashtag shiny luck. Hopefully we can get some shiny luck today. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, man. You posted on Twitter, so you can do one for you. I've got nothing to do this, and you're normally sitting at your tablet. Anyways, yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. I mean, you say you have the other ones that you need that you owe people, so definitely don't like prioritize anything. But that'd be really cool. That would be really cool. Either yeah, Twitter or the Discord that I have. Too many anyways, yeah. Yeah, if you got too many of them, then that's all good. That's all good as well. You have animations to do, but you want to draw some stuff that isn't for any of your animations. The struggle. I know that. I know that so hard. For anything with completion, it's like I want to do, you know, insert thing. I can either work on this one thing that's under that, you know, for example, with anime or something. I have so many shows that I'm watching, and it's like, oh, I'm on episode 6 of 12 or 8 of 12. I should finish that. Or I could start this new show and binge that in a day when I could have been done with the other one and halfway through this one. And I know that feeling where it's like, for whatever reason, the fact that one thing's looming over your head as I need to finish this suddenly makes you not want to finish it. Lila Troid, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing? On Twitter, you post animations. I'll give you a link, fan art. I mean, yeah, you can post like a Twitter handle or whatever. I will allow it, as well as you mentioned you only use Facebook and Twitter, but if you do have Discord or want to set up a Discord because they're free and super easy and convenient, I do have a server where there is an art channel for people to post stuff as well. You're doing good. Playing Pokemon Quest. Awesome. How are you liking it? Because I've been enjoying it. I haven't played it the past couple days, busy with starting work and stuff, but it's been a fun game. It's been a fun game to mess around with and everything. Not a big fan of like the whole battery, like you can only go on so many expeditions or whatnot, but you know, in a certain amount of time. Like that's a mobile game thing that I'm not a big fan of in general, but overall it's a fun game. It's a fun game, you know, when you just have a little bit of time to kill or whatever. Starting a YouTube channel soon, so you're saying that's cool. That's really cool. I encourage that. That's awesome. I'm glad I started doing the YouTube stuff when I did, just because I have time to do it, and it's been really fun. I've been able to meet all of you guys and stuff, so that's always cool. If anyone's interested in getting into with your art on it, that's awesome. That's awesome. Feel free to post it if you want. I don't use Instagram that often, and it's even aside from like that already, it started to act up on my phone to the point I can't really like use it. Like, it wasn't even open today, and there was like 5 times it was like Instagram that stopped working, and I'm like, what were you even doing? What were you doing to stop working? Like, it just started crashing out. So I don't know. I don't use Instagram too much. Like I said, trying to get back into some social media, and right now that's a Twitter and Discord thing. Love of Pokemon Quest. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. The art style is really like cool and all that. I'm honestly not that far with the quests. Like my team's got, you know, a strength or whatever. I don't know exactly what like the numbers like called, but of like 3,800 or something. So like not that great. Honestly, the Onyx that I lucked out finding is holding the whole thing together like no else. Art options right now. Do your animation that is very soon deadline. Make references for your Hippogriff's OC. Draw stuff for your MLP next gen, or draw things for your fan-made Pokemon region. Logically, I would say the thing with the deadline, but I also know the fact that it's a thing with a deadline makes you not want to do it. Especially, like, I feel like with that, you have to be in the mood to do it. So, like, picking it just because you need to is kind of hard, I feel. Oh man, that tickle in my throat is getting a little bit more noticeable, but we only got about 40 minutes left. We can make it. Already beaten the main game and have 5 and 9 levels, beaten the post-game dungeon. Nice! Nice. I don't know, how'd you end up, like, I guess if you play it, like, constantly, it's a lot easier, you know, making sure, like, you actually hit all the marks and stuff. What can I help you answer right now? Oh, there you go. There you go. I mean, you're doing something. That's got to be productive. It's better than doing nothing. You know, nonetheless, like, even if it's not, like, what you should be doing or whatever, it's still something you want to do. What's that shiny Rowlet thing? Is that one of those sponsor badges? Yes, yes, it is the sponsor badge. Basically, if you sponsor the stream, which I think is $5 a month now, I got into the sponsorship that I'm, like, you know, sponsoring another channel myself, another streamer, while it was still beta, so I think my price is a bit different, but, sorry guys. Man, that cough. I don't know what's up with it. But yeah, so it's basically sponsoring. You do that, you can get some custom emotes, as well as your name is green with the little Rowlet next to it, and you get a special role in the Discord if you're in there as well. If you're about the Pokemon Let's Go, there's a rumor about it connecting to Pokemon Go and giving us a Gen 8 Pokemon. I don't know if a Gen 8 Pokemon would come from it, because I don't think Let's Go is Gen 8. It's like a spin-off game. They've confirmed that the actual core games are coming in 2019, so unless it's just like a, hey, you connected it, when these games come out, you'll get this Pokemon, that could be a thing, but I don't think you're going to see a Gen 8 Pokemon in Let's Go, seeing as they're only going to have Gen 1s there, from the sounds of it. Cooking is the key. I've cooked so much, but I just use the auto thing, so I guess I need to, like, actually use the cooking smartly and, like actually, pay attention to what it's making and, like, what Pokemon are coming from it. Because I have just had that on auto. I've used, like, the bronze pot and all that stuff, and I just, like, that's the one thing I'll speed up. Like, that's the one thing I use stuff to speed up. Can't wait till you get a job. Want to donate Patreon and donate so many deserving YouTubers. That's awesome. That's awesome if you have that mentality, but, like, if you get a job, that money is definitely yours to decide what to do with. It's not necessary. I don't know any YouTuber who's gonna just like ask you straight up to give it to him or anything. Let's Go is more like a Ranger or the Mystery Dungeon ones with different mechanics. It's essentially, the way I'm looking at it, is Go on the TV. Like, I have a feeling if we see more Let's Go type games, I feel like they're going to be their own separate Pokemon thing. Like, you would end up with your whole own, like, Go universe of games in a way. But, like, you know, recreating the original games with Go mechanics or something, or, like, work up that way. I feel like that would be the only way I see more of those games coming. They're never going to connect, I don't think. So, yeah, they're kind of like a Ranger or Mystery Dungeon in that sense, where they're their own little... They're their own thing inside the Pokemon universe, for sure. Cough, we'll be right back. See you in a bit, Lana. See you in a bit. Good luck hunting. Well, thank you, Karai. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hopefully we can get lucky today. It's been a little bit, mostly because I haven't streamed much in the past couple weeks, but it's been a little bit, and hopefully we can get one today. I was iffy about getting Let's Go, but honestly, I'm sort of glad now that they changed the mechanics. I missed a shiny. I couldn't have. Did I? I am concerned now. Did I? We haven't gotten a shiny to JK. Oh, okay, jeez. That scared me. That legitimately scared me. I was like, oh no, did I was like soft resetting on Charmander too quickly? Oh man, got you. Yeah, no, like I haven't gotten a new shiny since Raikou, Karai, so it's been a bit quick. Oh my gosh, I was actually like panicking for a second there. But all right, back to that comment. If you back getting Let's Go, but honestly, I'm sort of glad now that they changed the mechanics. It'll be a new experience for better or for worse. Yeah, and like honestly, my iffiness was from, are they going to change those mechanics in like a full-fledged game? Which fortunately, it seems like they're not. And yeah, like seeing them as like a spin-off, essentially, like I said, Go on the TV or some like whole Go set of games, that's a different thing. I'm okay with that. I'm way more okay with that. Oh boy, everyone like panicked. I feel like a lot of people just panicked for a second. I was biting behind right now. Karma for scaring a YouTube chat. Big spooks, epic spooks, so many spooks. But seriously, I was like, what? With the number as high as it is, I'd be like, I was like, oh no, it'd be devastating because, like, that number's so high, but also B, it's totally reasonable for it to have happened because that number's so high. I'm just, like, on autopilot, like, as terrifying as that is to say. Oh man, that could have been bad. Yeah, no, like, you guys saw it, like, there was legitimate fear in my eyes as I, like, look over at the preview for the stream, just like, oh no, oh dear lord, no. Oh man. That got the adrenaline pumping. Oh boy. Maybe now we'll actually get it. You were bamboozled. I think we all were, Hannah. We were all bamboozled. We were gots. We were gots. Gonna slow down on these Charmanders now because I'm just so paranoid now. After that happened, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna be like double checking every one of them. Cause man, that would be scary. If that were to somehow happen, that would be scary. That was scary, you got fooled. I think you legitimately got all of us, Melissa. I don't know. I feel like I bought it, and I think me buying it may have done it. I don't know. When the whole stream, like, grinds to a halt for a second in, like, terror. I don't know. I was definitely got. At least I wasn't alone. But, oh my gosh. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad. We got 30 minutes left, though. We can see if we can actually find a shiny and not miss this one. I've been to a number of these streams to know that people like the fake out streams like that. I mean, I know it happens. I've seen it before. It's happened on my streams as well. But it was just the fact that the hunt's been going on for so long, and I just honestly seeing those messages of like, yeah, oh, you missed it or whatever. I like legitimately realized that until that moment I had kind of been on autopilot. So it was just like, oh no, I may have actually just missed it thing. Like I bought it because of that. If you actually missed the shiny, more than one person will tell you that you failed it. There will never only be one person who tells you. Yeah, I totally get that. I think I don't know, in the smaller streams though, I could see it happening. I feel like I can see it happening a bit more in a smaller stream like this. Had to rewind the stream for a moment to see if it was true. I glanced over at the like preview and like stared at it like maybe I'll see it, but then I realized the preview's on time with what you guys are seeing, so it wouldn't line up quite right. This was like terrified for a second there. Fortunately, it was not. Oh, sorry about that. It was not the actual case, but man, a way to add a bit of excitement here. You're back. Welcome back, Lana Shop. Welcome back. You're back as well. Well, welcome back, Julianne. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? Haven't played Pokemon Quest yet. I haven't so far. I've been thinking about doing so. I have definitely play it. My one thing is like it has a little bit of a mobile game aspect to it with the fact that it will be part of a mobile game eventually, so it's understandable. But the like way that it kind of works, where you can only do so much per a certain amount of time before you have to wait again. That kind of thing's never been my favorite in games. But aside from that, I love it. It's a fantastic game. It's a fantastic way to pass time. Just kind of grinding along and stuff. Yo, Ryan Palmer, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Had finals today. Nice. I hope they went well. How's it going? How have you been doing? Just got a stone with a power level of 943 on the quest. Dang. I was impressed when I had a stone that broke 200. Wow. That is actually pretty crazy right there. That stone alone is like the strength of Pokemon on my team. Like, the addition that would add. Can you imagine having teams battle and there potentially being that much of a discrepancy? That is crazy. Have I found a shiny on Quest? I have not. I wish I want to. That is like my ultimate goal in Quest, is to find a shiny. No matter what it is, I just want to find a shiny. I don't know if they have higher call rates or anything, or if it's just the usual thing of when a new game comes out, a bunch of people posting their shiny images because there's like thousands of people playing it, so it's bound to happen. I've seen people find shiny Pokemon in Quest. What are the shiny odds in that game? I don't know. I don't know. I want to hope that they're lower than in most games, just because of the way you find Pokemon and stuff, but it might also not be. It might be like true 1 in 4,000. Like, it might be proper full odds, but who knows? Who knows? Your team's level's like 20,000, and you're doing dungeons that are level 33,000. Dang. Gotta be, I guess, pretty good at that point if, like, your team's able to, like, beat that. If you're able to beat that. I'll admit I've left it on auto most of the time and let it run through, so I've been scraping by at dungeons that are, like, equal to my team's level. I think the more precious the ingredients are, the better the odd. Interesting. That could, I guess, make sense, yeah. Yo, Pikachu Go, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I do remember you. How have you been? How are you doing? You're doing fine, that's good to hear. I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well, getting used to the new stream schedule and all that. It started yesterday. Getting used to work, which is the reason for the new stream schedule. Getting over the last little bits of like a cold or something I had a week or two ago. So that's a whole thing, but we're doing well, we're doing well. Hopefully we can find a shiny today. That is my goal. If Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee have shiny sparkles, wonder what they'll look like. That's true, because it'd be the first, like, shiny sparkles on that. I don't know, I would assume, does Pokemon Go have shiny sparkles? Because if it has shiny sparkles, I would imagine Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee will use those sparkles. I think that's going to be what happens. It's going to basically take every art asset it can from from regular Pokemon Go. Because I think it's using those models, which are way lower poly count than like the ones that I use in these GIFs, or that are just like in the 3DS games. Might be mistaken, not actually 100% sure on that, on the poly counts, but I think they're lower quality, they're more cartoony. It's already using those, so I would imagine that it's going to stick with anything else that Pokemon Go has. It does have shiny sparkles. I would assume it's going to use those then. I would be willing to take a guess that it's going to use those sparkles. Gotta get the shiny Charmander. It's taking a long time. We do need to get it, and it is definitely taking a long time. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I want to get it before 10,000. That would be like the ultimate goal. If we don't get it before 10,000, I don't know. We'll just have to keep going for it, because I want to get this Charmander. I don't want to put it on hold again. Sorry, you're looking for, say, hunting a Regice and hoping for a shiny Ditto and Friends Fight. That's all good, Karai. That is all good. I totally understand that. When I tend to watch streams, I tend to lurk in them as well. Like, I tend to just turn on streams and not even, like, say anything in them. I just put them on as background noise and stuff. So you're lurking less than I would already. What's up, Lana? What's up? Not sure about that though. Use all of your rainbow matter on one dish, and you got a special mulligan stew, and the Pokemon was a shiny Hippowdon. I haven't been able to use any of my special stuff on them, but I might just not have enough of it. I don't know. Be right back. All right, see you in a bit, Pikachu Go. See you in a bit. Enjoy chatting too, but with Regice and the fact that it transforms and try to be careful. That is true, yeah. Both of those, I guess, are ones where, like, you gotta pay attention. Regice especially. But, yeah, no, I totally get that. And Ditto, definitely. I wish that Ditto kept its shininess when it transformed. I understand why it doesn't. It's basically copying every single stat and every single bit of information from the Pokemon it's, like, transforming into. But it'd be cool if it, like, kept the shininess at least. Especially when it comes to doing stuff like that, where you're hunting for it. I believe the more rare the ingredients, you use a better rate for rare Pokemon you have. Yeah, I believe that's already the case, and I know, depending on, like, the pot you use, it's gonna be, like, stronger Pokemon or not. It'd make it easier if it did. Yeah, like, that's the one thing. Especially because, like, if it has Imposter, then it's not even gonna be a move before it transforms. It's just gonna transform. And so you really got to be paying attention with those ones. That's just your hypothesis. I don't know. I feel like, I guess Quest is so new, we're not really seeing a lot of information as far as that goes. It's all going to be speculation for a little bit. But I would be willing to wager that's the case, and it'll be a little bit of time. I feel we'll have some data miners rip into the games and stuff. Hurt yourself accidentally? No, that's not good one. I hope you're okay. You've done experiments. There you go. Pioneering Pokemon Quest for the benefit of the rest of us. We applaud you, Ryan. We applaud. Roxy Felonia, sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. You've been lurking for a few streams. You're excited to see that Charmander sometime, hopefully, before 10K. I hope it shows up before 10K too, Roxy. How are you doing today? Yeah, because I don't know. It's already the longest running hunt in terms of like time from when we started it. As well as encounter numbers, so it'd be fantastic if we could wrap that one up soon. You know, get that shiny and be able to move on. It'll be super hype. I don't want it to hit 5 digits. You have a Hitmonlee that has close combat and a Share Stone, a Bulk Up. Also has crit, HP steal, status resist, and status resist stones. So he does massive damage and heals a ton of HP. He's your MVP. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. My MVP right now is an Onix that just tanks. But I think all the Onixes tank, and that's like the one OP thing about him. So I don't know. I need to build a better team there. It'll be fun. In Gen 2, it kept the shininess. You can exploit a glitch in Gen 2 games where sometimes you find a wild Ditto, the shiny Ditto, the wild Ditto will contain the shininess have to capture. Yeah, and there's a glitch as well with, I guess, Gen 1, where you can basically take a shiny Pokemon and have a Ditto turn into a shiny at that point and keep the shininess as well. I'm honestly considering doing that. I know it's a little bit more of like an exploit and like a glitch than like proper hunting or something, or proper method hunting. And I want that shiny Ditto because I want to like use it to breed shiny Pokemon. I want to do that. I want to be able to breed a lot of shiny Pokemon in Gen 2 just because of those low odds. I think it'd be pretty fun. You bit your cheek and now you're bleeding? Oh no. No, I hope it stops bleeding soon. Because biting your cheek, that is painful. I've done that before. It is not a fun time. Gonna be bamboozled again if you get a shiny Suicune and you're still hunting Charmander. If that happens, I'd actually kind of expect it. We're getting up to around the point where we were finding the shinies for Entei and Lugia. But Charmander's just been going and going and going at this point. Still wishing you how to evolve Eevee. Seems totally random what he evolves into. You've gotten 1 Flareon and 2 Vaporeons. Huh. I wonder if it's like a similar thing to Wurmple in Gen 3 or just Wurmple in general, where it's just like, it's based off of some invisible stat. I don't know, because I know like that was technically the case with Go as well, but like, you know, there was that whole little thing where if you named them the right name, they kept like, they went into the form you wanted them to and stuff. I don't know. Again, I have a feeling like it's only a matter of time before some people like dig into the game code and stuff, because it's all digitally downloaded, and tear it apart and tell us what's what. The quest to find the shiny Charmander, please shine soon. Soon, hopefully. You know, we're getting up there. We're getting close to 10K. But, we got 270 encounters before that happens. That's why I love your streams. You get the recognition you deserve. Sounded cocky. I mean, it did. It did. Maybe it's true, though. thought that Ditto was originally intended to have an evolution. Oh, from all the beta leaks, or was that like a Gen 1 thing? Because I know all those like gold sprites leaked, and like people are freaking out about all the different things that came from that. Like all the like random Pokemon that's like, why don't we have this? We need this right now. Just use the gold beta sprites and design Gen 8 Pokemon off that. Hope Charmander's female, shiny, double rare. That'd be really cool. I don't know why, but every time like I notice it's a female one, I expect it to be shiny a little bit more. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think just like the red on that menu catches my eye, and I'm like, aha, this is the one. Swallow, it looks like a Mega Ditto. That's what it should be. That's what it should be. Don't need a proper pre-evolution. We just need like Swallow to be the final evolution of Ditto. What would a Ditto Mega Evolution be? Like, what advantage would a Mega Evolved Ditto have? Like, it would have to have something. What would be the cool factor of a Mega Evolved Ditto? Would it just be something where, like, it can Mega Evolve any Pokemon that it transforms into? Or would it have something else cool? Mega Ditto would be an interesting concept. Yeah, because, like, would it have its own special ability, or would it just be, like, a Mega Stone that, like, you could basically Mega Evolve into any of your opponent's Pokemon? Like, what would that... I don't know, that'd be a really interesting concept out of the game. Only my 2K special. I don't know, we've talked about some things on stream before about what it could be. But, I don't know, I want to get closer to that number to, like, actually kind of figure it out, like... Either not necessarily being like a special, and it being just more something along the community lines, like figuring out like a name for, you know, what subscribers are or whatever, or it actually being a special stream or something, and like doing a longer stream, guests, stuff like that. You know, who knows? Who knows? It's a little ways off. I don't know. I'm averaging like a sub every other day or something at this point when I look on YouTube Studio, I believe, or a sub a day, something like that. So it could be a little bit. It could be a little bit. I would love to somehow hit 2K before, like, the anniversary of the channel. I don't know if that'll happen at this point. That's, like, 20 days away, which is crazy to think that it's been a year. It'll have been a year in, like, 20 days that I've been doing this. Like, that's insane to think about. And excuse me for, like, pausing every once in a while. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know exactly what we'll do, but we'll figure something out fun to do for both of those things. Anniversary of the streams as well as a 2K. Mega Ditto would be a big ball with a face of every Pokemon sticking out. That would be terrifying. And perfect at the same time. Yo, Budapest, welcome to the stream. Plays on PC, which game is this? I'm actually playing on a DS, like on a 3DS. And I'm playing on a GameCube, which can play Game Boy games. So I'm actually playing on like a legitimate Game Boy Advance cartridge for Leafgreen, and I'm playing on Ultra Sun, like on an actual 3DS. So they are both like actual games. Now that you're done with high school, you have to start looking for colleges. Like after you're done? I don't know, man. I was looking for them for a while. I'm not sure. I don't know. Hopefully you find something. I don't know. It might be different for you. But I remember, like, it was drilled into our heads that by, like, the end of junior year we should be looking. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, and hey, you're done with high school. You made it past that hurdle in life, which, congratulations to that one. Too Easy, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're shiny hunting for Dusk Lycanroc. Awesome. Good luck with that one. I need to do that one myself. Yeah, through breeding for the Own Tempo Rockruff. I need to do that one. I don't know. I haven't gotten around to that one yet. Nathan Black, what is up? It has been a long time. How are you doing, man? How have you been? Been looking for a while now. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. Ditto's intended evolution would have been Steel type. I guess I kind of explains why Ditto carries the item Metal Power Powder. A little bit, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Like that was like the item it needed for evolution, similar to like Metal Coat for like Onyx to Steelix and stuff. And a few minutes ago, you realized you were using your English Ditto and not your Japanese one. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. I always leave my like Metamon, Japanese Ditto in the nursery at all times, just because I don't really have much of another need for it. But I guess if you're breeding for other things aside from shininess at points, it makes sense. But I'm like a pure shiny hunter, so I've always leaned towards just keeping it how it is. But yeah, that's rough. Hopefully you can recover quickly. 10 more minutes, exactly, Hannah. We got 10 more minutes. Hopefully, in that time, we can get a Suicune or a Charmander, preferably a Charmander. I know I've said that so many times. I don't know if that's going to make the Suicune take longer, or if it's going to spite me and show up first. Who knows? How much does it increase to have a different region? Depends. Do you have the Shiny Charm or not? If you have the Shiny Charm, it's actually not too bad. It goes with same region. It's like 627 or 1 in 627, and with different regions with the actual proper Masuda method, with Shiny Charm, it's 1 in 512. But it is a much bigger difference if it's obviously a much bigger difference if you have the charm or not, depending on, or obviously like not having the charm drops it. Obviously not having the charm. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I totally just like talked about that wrong. I'm dumb. I explained having the Shiny Charm or not. Without Shiny Charm, Masuda method drops you from 1 in 4096 to 1 in 627. With the charm, or 622, something around there. With the Shiny Charm, it drops you from 1 in 1365 to 1 in 512. So, I apologize. I flipped what we were comparing in my head. Yeah, the dex is 10% complete. So yeah, it is a massive help. It is a massive help when you don't have the charm, yeah. So it drops you from 1 in 4,000 to like 1 in 600. It makes it way more likely to happen. But yeah. So I apologize. I mixed those up in my head. Still chuckle at the fact that Skitty and Wailord can breed. Egg groups are weird, man. You're back. You've been working. Well, welcome back, Nico. 2,000 years later. What's up, Rayhan? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Nah, seriously, like, that's what Charmander feels like. We started it in August. Granted, we had to take a break from November until April. So, like, we didn't hunt for most of that time. But it's been going on for a while. But we're back at it. We've been back at it for over 2 months now. Hopefully, it decides to shine soon. Hopefully. It'll be faster to hunt for Rockruff without charm than to get it and come back. Definitely. Definitely. And depending on how many Pokemon you're actually hunting for, it doesn't end up being too big of a deal. Like, to get the charm from the pseudo method or not. When you're like doing it constantly or something, or you're doing other forms of hunting, it makes sense to get the charm because the time that you save from each of those hunts added together equals more than getting the dex, but or than, like, completing the dex. But yeah, if you're only going for a few or like one specifically, it's definitely faster just to hunt for it if you don't intend on getting the dex anyways. Please, shiny. I hope we can get a shiny soon. There's no marine biology colleges in Minnesota. No! Roxy Felonia, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. No. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, because then you go from in-state to out-of-state tuition if that's what you're looking for. Oh, man, I hope you find something. And a lot of times, though, I will say, when when there are no colleges in your state that have a certain like major or degree or something, a lot of colleges will offer a way for you to like basically get in-state tuition at their school, like in a different state, because you really don't have an option. Like, as much as a lot of colleges will end up like charging you so much money for random things, textbooks at ridiculous prices, stuff like that, tuition's insane, all that stuff, a lot of times you can get in-state back, as well as like in-state scholarships and stuff. You can basically get treated as an in-state student in a lot of places if like your state has no options as far as that goes. So that is something that I would recommend looking into for sure. Really don't want to go out of state. I understand that too. I understand that. Out of states, far away, makes coming home if you need to a lot more difficult, stuff like that. I totally understand that as well. Never really gotten the Shiny Charm in any game you play. The first time I got it was in Sun, and that's because like in Sun it doesn't require a full national dex, just an Alola dex. Ooh. Am I gonna switch methods for hunting Shiny Charmander? I am getting this soft reset Shiny Charmander. This one is happening in Leafgreen. If I hunt for more of them, because that'll happen at some point, they will be with Island Scan or Masuda method. That's the case with those. I'm not doing this again. Nah, but this one's definitely getting caught through soft resets here. But after that, we might use different methods for other ones if we go back to it. 2,000 years later, set in French narrator from SpongeBob. Let's get a SpongeBob narrator to like pop in on my streams every once in a while. Just add a little bit of commentary like that. That's what it feels like sometimes with this Charmander, but we're kind of getting there. We're kind of getting there. It's got to show up soon. Every encounter that we do is one encounter closer to getting it. Trying to Leafgreen Charmander hunt a couple years ago, living that dream through this stream. Hey, hopefully it happens soon. Hopefully the dream comes true. Thinking of going back to hunting for colleges. Alright, see you later, Ryan. Good luck with all that. Let me know how it goes, man. Seriously, good luck with all that. I hope you find something that has like what you want and is where you want and all that. It's a big decision, man. So definitely focus on that. See you later. And alright guys, we got 4 minutes left. Can we get a shiny miraculously in the next 4 minutes? See how many Charmanders we can get from here on out, because we're getting up there. Almost 250 encounters away from 10,000. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. We'll see. I think we'll get like 2 or 3 more Charmanders in, and then our Bulbasaur. I just nicknamed it. Whoops. Charmander will shine in Leaf Green. It will. It better. It better. It'll happen. It'll happen. Sooner or later, it is going to happen. Hopefully sooner rather than later, though. But the shiny at 669, maybe. Well, that's already happened. You mean 696? We'll see. We'll see when Suicune shows up as well. I feel like the focus is very much shifted to Charmander here, with how high this number is. It's a 9 out of 6. Yeah, yep. The second number is indeed a 9 currently. Alright, so I think this Charmander and one more, guys. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get here. One more Charmander. Maybe Charmander wants to be found at 9876. It's a possibility. It is a possibility. It might have its preferred number here. He'll bet 721. We'll have to see on that one tomorrow, Melissa. We're not going to quite get that far today. Probably going to get 3 or 4 more in. I don't know. We might not even hit 700. That might be a very first thing next stream type of deal. But, yeah. Nonetheless, we march on with Charmander here. final Charmander encounter of the night, guys. This is hype. This is the true hype right here. Will 9742 be the Charmander that we want? And it is not. So we are going to set up for that Bulbasaur. We'll get 2 more Suicunes in for the day. You fought a boss in Pokemon Quest that was a Magikarp into a one-hit KO, Hyper Beam, and you call hacks. They set that up on purpose. They set it up on purpose. I want to imagine that it was a glitch. I want to imagine it's the same kind of thing as a... as the Gandhi situation with Civ, where it's like, this is just like the exact opposite of what we intended, but it's hilarious, so let's keep it. I want to imagine that's the case. Allison Salisbury, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can be here for the last minute, and Yo Mama, welcome as well. How are you doing today? Thinking of random encountering for a shiny Nidoran, male in Soul Silver. You love shiny Nidoking. Well, hey, go for it then. Go for it. It's been good. It's been good. I'm glad I was able to stream, or are wrapping up here, like, literally the next encounter of Suicune and this Bulbasaur. But it was a good day. It was a good day. I started work recently, so I've been getting into the groove of that and everything. But it's been good. It's been good. Oval Charm helps a lot, too. That helps with getting more eggs, yes. That makes it way more efficient to be hunting for it and stuff. Did you get Shiny Charmander? Not yet, not yet. The Bulbasaur is just the traditional end to the softest set stream so far. But here we go, guys. Without further ado, 696 on Suicune and the Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is not shiny, and neither is Suicune. So thank you guys to everyone who tuned in the stream, anyone that liked, everyone that subscribed, and as always, a big thank you to everyone in chat for making these streams so much more entertaining. I'll be back on again, hopefully tomorrow, and until next time, guys, take care.